Whoa, welcome back to another weekly review of the Forex pairs. The year US will start off with is exactly where we need it to be in our decline. On the daily, we have got bullish momentum. The pivot zone is still 1.1800, and we'll wait and place stops under price for the sell on the weekly trend. Going on the 4-hour, you see that we have short-term rise and again bullish momentum. And on the hour, we will see that we're breaking this pivot line, making a short-term higher high for the long-term lower low. Okay, and we'll move on to odd US. And for the most part, we're looking at bearish price to the dollar. We do have a 4-hour bearish price going back to our pivot for the rise. We're trading above the HMA at 100, the whole moving average at a point of 100 on the daily, and on the 4-hour, of course, we're bearish. So we want to break this pivot line and continue going up, continue rising. Best thing for you to do now is trade to the downside. The US has a lot of strength this week, and odd US is the perfect pair to sell. So on GU, Great British Pound, US Dollar, we're in a short-term, well, actually we're in a long-term neutral area, so we're rising. Okay, so we're bullish on all time frames. And we have an hourly bearish zone. So we're under the HMA, and we're coning. So this red pivot line and blue pivot line are coning. So we should be breaking that to the short-term upside. Okay, so as soon as we get around this 1.36 area, we will be bullish again for the GU. Going to gold. Gold is also neutral on the daily. We've got bullish price. Okay, but we want to wait for the pullback for the 4 hours. Let's go ahead and go to the 4-hour, and we'll see the decline is about to bring us to the 1774 area. Okay, so that's where we should buy. Even a little lower, we'll look for a price to drop and get the best entry possible for a bullish price to 1830. Okay, no new bearish calls on the hour, but still we're waiting for 1774 to give us confirmation for a buy, and even 1765. Moving on to GJ, we're going to close these to break even because we have a 4-hour bearish price. So we're still rising for the week on GJ, but we want to buy at the better price at 154. So we're on the 4 hours, we're bearish. We'll again close these buys, enter again at around 154 and 152. Okay, and GJ is a very volatile pair, so be on the lookout. And let's move on. We've got a new price going on today. I'm not going to look at crude, we're going to look at NOS 100. On the daily, NOS 100 is rising. Okay, we've got bearish price action and long-term bullish movement. So for this NOS 100, we'll enter at the middle of the W, middle of the price action. So around here at 149.14 and higher. At 149.14 and higher, we'll be buying. Okay, so let's go to the 4-hour and check that we're under the HMA, the whole moving average. We have price telling us that we're in a sell, and the NOS 100, of course, is not going to tell us so accurately that we'll know exactly, but close enough that we'll catch the buy to a higher high. Okay, and we're waiting on the pivot of at least 152.77. Okay, and SPX 500 of Fortune 5. We're currently breaking even at where price is now. So we're looking at a pivot 44.85. Waiting for price to drop once again and give us a better entry to the upside. Okay, so around the 1st of October, we had this W formation, head and shoulder formation even, with the impulse and correction. From then on, we entered, caught it a little late, but entered and went to the upside. So we'll re-enter and do the same. Keep going up, and we're bullish for SPX 500. Here's a better look on the hourly at the pivot lines. We do have a bearish price call for the market structure trader, giving us downside momentum. But again, we'll be buying as soon as we get confirmation of a reversal. Last but not least, the US 30 is giving us rise. So they'll look the same. The US 30 and the US 500 gave us shoulder head momentum, W momentum around the 1st of October. And we'll wait for price to come back down for our entry to the upside. We're bullish all the way. And even better, look on the 4 hours. We should be entering around 35,490. Okay, and on the 1 hour, as soon as we get loaded, we will make our entries for the long term buy and then re-enter on the pullback. Okay, so we're frozen all the way for this week. Remember, we're selling the EURUSD and buying the gold. Signing out. See you next week.